everybody, it's the Grand Poobah, Mike Peruzzini. Unfortunately, the big guy, Scott Farrar, is at the Pig and Whistle today. He's having a little technical difficulties, so it's just me tonight. I'm going to be giving you the starting lineups, give you a rundown of what's going on in the league, and basically that. So, a few good games that have happened already this week with round two. First game this week was Thursday night between Seattle and Utah, with Seattle Seawolves coming on top, 2017. Yesterday, Friday, we had Toronto versus the Giltinis out in British Columbia, and you saw what was, I thought, a valiant first half by Toronto. Eventually ended up getting crushed down by LA. Final score, 31 to LA, 16 to Toronto. And then today, we've already had one game between San Diego Legion and the Dallas Jackals. San Diego Legion came out on top of that, 37 to 29. And then today, three more games. You've got, of course, us versus Houston, NOLA versus Atlanta, and then Austin versus DC, Old Glory. So, while I have you, let's start with the lineups. Starting for Rooney, number 1, you got Chance Manglusi. 2, Dylan Fawcett. 3, Nick Mayhew. 4, Captain Nate Brakeley. 5, Charlie Hewitt. 6, Ben Benasso. 7 is Brendan O'Connor. 8 is Pagohiani. And then for the backs, 9 is Connor Buckley. 10, Sam Windsor. 11, Ed Fidow. 12, Jason Emery. 13, Fassi Futai. 14, Andrew Coe. And then 15, Troy Lockyer. So that's our starters so far. And then for our replacements, subs, finishers, you got Caleb Geiger, Zach Talafo, Wilton Rabolo, Will Tucker, Kara Pryor, Andy Ellis, Jack Heighton, and John Powers. So that's rounding out the 23 for Rugby New York. For Houston, you have, I'm going to butcher names, sorry, Nicholas Solvial, Dean Muir, who's the captain, Juan Paulo Zis, Kenny Nasequene, Will Crawford, Danny Barrett, Willie Britz, and Jaco Buzenholt. And then for the backs, you got Dylan Smith, David Coetzer, Nick Boyer, Matalatua, Christian Dyer, Mako Wufai, and Gary Lausenbach. You also have Patrick Donovan, Fricky DeBeer, Aaron Mitchell, Gideon Von Wick, Malin Al-Jabori, Robbie Povey, Marcus Moroni, and Jax Hidalgo. So that's rounding out Houston's team. What I could say, looking at this team that, Rugby New York has, it's, a lot of new guys. You're going to see, Connor Buckley getting his first start for Rooney, and possibly, the most substantial time that he's going to play since, being signed to the team last year. I think he only came in once or twice for Rugby New York last year. So, they're starting out early. They're trying to, it looks like they're trying to blood some new guys. You've got, some, stalwarts in there like Dylan Fawcett, Nate Brakeley, Charlie Hewitt, Ben Benasso, who are, in the pack doing what they do. And then, you've got this, Fossey is out there with Troy. So you have, this nice mix of, Rooney old guys that we've seen. But, we're seeing a lot of these new guys, Chenks Lucy getting a start, Nick Mayhew, Sam Windsor is starting at 10, which is going to be great to see. Ed Fidow, Jason Emery, 11 and 12. So we're going to be able to see, a lot of these new signings that, Rooney has made over, the past year to, really fill out the team. It's interesting, though. We've seen a lot, a really strong, it looks like, replacements that are coming in. You got Zach, Wilton, and Andy are all, on the bench starting out. So if things get a little, rocky, it's possible that they go to the bench to hopefully, fill this out and fix everything up. It's going to be a tough game. Houston's coming out strong. They beat LA, which no one predicted that to happen at all. And it's, they've already had, Houston's already had one game. So they've already, they're working out already the kinks already. This is going to be, Rugby New York's first game. So we're going to see, I think, a lot of these errors, some handling errors coming out of them. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I still have hope that, Rugby New York puts it together. I would love to see, a Rugby New York win. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, too. Like I said, Houston was great on defense against LA and held LA down really well. I think it's just going to take a while, to take and get Rugby New York's gears going, especially on offense. We know that they had a lot of offensive woes last year, especially starting to get things going, giving up a lot of early tries at the beginning of games, only to come back and kind of get things going. So for me, my prediction, like I said, I believe it's going to be combined score under 50. Usually I'm the over guy. I'm going to go below 50 on the combined score. And I'm going to say Rooney by 3. Or Rug, yes, Jason. Rug NY. So I think it's going to be Rugby New York by 3. Nice, it's going to be a tight win. And it's going to be a hard fought. So that's what I got today. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I'm at the Excelsior Pub in Albany, New York. If you're in the area, come on down, come for a drink. We're going to be putting the game up soon. I know that Scott is at the Pig and Whistle in Manhattan. Go out there, watch the game, and then of course the game is being streaming on the Rugby Network. So enjoy the game wherever you're watching it. Let's go Rugby New York, and let's have some fun.